My name is Benjamin Sotelo. I am a doctor of computer science, and I want to welcome to this brief presentation of wireless networking. An overview of this presentation is we are going to take a competency approach. We're going to look at the individual skills of what it takes to build up a college campus network. We're going to begin with setting up a home network and then building our skills from there. We're going to learn by doing. This presentation includes a field trip. We're going to configure a wireless network for both internal users and external or guest users. We will discuss MAC address filtering, network monitoring, and what a sandbox is. Today we are going to configure a Wi-Fi system for a public college. So I got an idea. We're going on a field trip and we're going to go get a router. We're going to learn by doing. Today, for our wireless network routing, we are going to set up a wireless network. We're going to begin with a home router. This is a Belkin. This is before we start going out and setting up public Wi-Fi at a college. We're going to start by building our competencies, and our first competency is to set up and install a router. Router's plugged in. We have our network, our PC, and our Xbox. Router's booting up. Here is our home page for the router. Set it up. There it is. It's connected. It's connected to the internet. So right now what we have is we have this PC connected to the network. What we're going to do is we're going to set up the wireless aspects of it. So we click on the wireless. There's no password set up right now. So I'm going to go ahead and we have our 2.4 gigahertz and our 5 gigahertz. One is for our mobile devices, our phones and our tablets, and the other is for our laptops. MAC address filtering. The pros are it's administrative. You can provide MAC authentication at the router level. It's good for home or small networks. It's not, the cons are it's not really secure. It can be spoofed. It's not practical for large organizations or for multiple users. And every time when a MAC address is added to an access point or a router, it needs to be rebooted. It's for network administration. There is some security that can be applied to it. However, if you do have somebody sitting on your network and they're monitoring the traffic, your MAC address is not secure, so it's rather easy to spoof. In this case, we're going to use MAC address filtering with a passphrase. Our network for both internal and external users. We're going to set up a guest access. So for our MAC filtering, we're going to find this PC's MAC address. Right here we have all the wireless information for this PC. This is the laptop. So our physical address is our MAC address. And we're going to plug this into the router. Let's go ahead and close up and clean up some of the things on the screen here. We're going to connect to the wireless network. We're going to select the one that we picked, established. Once we're connected, we're going to enter our passphrase. I'm going to go ahead and authenticate. Passphrase entered correctly. I'm going to give it a minute. I'm going to verify connection. And there we are. I personally like picking up a public network and to have any type of sharing at home. However, the choice is yours. And there you go. We can verify we can get on the internet, and there you go. Alright, go to settings, Wi-Fi. What's my Wi-Fi settings? Here we are. Locate our network right here. Alright, our password is going to be the same. We are set up at 84. A0 6362 connect. Alright, we have our Wi-Fi indicator that we are connected to the network. We have it down there. We are good to go. We have established a wireless network on our mobile phone and our laptop. That is for internal. Now for external, alright, we have connected to the guest access, and it has redirected us to the password login, and this is our 2038 password. So let's go ahead and enter that in real quick. 203 86A 3846. Alright, submit. Alright, we're connected to the internet. Look at that. So we've set up both an internal access and an external access for guests, and internal for home users, or in this case it's a home user. Alright, let's go over some router basics. Here's your indicator lights. You have your power, you have your antennas. On the back of the router you have the reset button, you have your WAN port, which is going to be your internet or your network, and then your LAN is going to be anything local. This is your local area network, wide area network, and then your power supply. The next topic we're going to discuss is access points. It's these guys right here. What they do is they extend your wireless network. Your access point is actually an extension to your router. A sandbox. The sandbox allows you to separate your users on your wireless network. You set up virtual LANs, and in this case these are virtual WANs, but it allows you to for controlling of resources. It's used for testing unverified programs, users, viruses, and other code. When you sandbox, what you're actually doing is you're setting up a imaginary, well, it's not imaginary, it's a box such as one of these guys here, where the traffic doesn't interfere with the traffic of another device. A college campus is going to have a MAN, which is a metropolitan area network. You have your pipe coming into your network, your ISP, and then from there you have a distributed network through various routers. All of these blue cylinders, these are routers, and extensions on these would be your access points.